Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, retards and fuckfaces. How are you all today? My name is Prophet, and I will be your host here today in Rules in League, where I will be explaining to you a bit about some very basic tips and tricks that you can use to improve your mentality in the game overall, and to be able to get a higher elo in both ranked games, and of course it helps you in normal games. Yeah. So today's topic is, as the title mentions, Elohell. Now, what is really Elohell? Is the first question I've got to ask yourself. Elohell is a phenomenon created throughout space and time that is used to give people a reason to lose. Right. So let's just bring on some examples. First, what is the most standard example here? We have my top lane fed Nasus insanely much. Now I can't win. He's way too strong. Or my team in general just makes me lose so many games, and it's only my team's fault. I'm much better. I could have been Diamond by now. But I'm very, very unlucky with my team, and therefore I cannot win or get promoted. Actually, I have a friend of mine. Yeah, a friend of mine. Yeah, I have a friend. And this friend has actually done the following statement. Challenger players are actually not that good. We asked why, or me and the other guys, we asked why. And he followed up with, they're very lucky with their teams. So what he's basically stating there is, because of Elohell, he and many others are not really able to progress, but then again, the pros have been able to because they have been lucky with their team. Now, this theory seems a bit off. Say, Napoleon, during Waterloo, you didn't hear him shout, "Oh, fucking cannons! Fucking, oh, feeders!" No, he didn't do that, because, like, he lost because the cannons fucked up his positioning, right? His positioning was terrible because of the war. He didn't shout at, like, "Oh, the rain, that's what caused me to lose." No, like, he understood that he got outplayed, and sometimes you will lose. You cannot win every time. So he didn't do that. And it's the same concept in League of Legends, that even though you will lose a couple of games because of your team, you will not lose every game because of your team. Many times it will be you too. So let's actually bring in some mathematical thoughts. I'm not going to go deep into numbers because I don't have any numbers here, because fuck me, right? So the number that we're going to be talking a bit about is, say on your enemy team, there is 5 individuals, 5 randomers that have the potential of being one of those the problems of Elohell, right? Might be a troll, they might be a feeder, or they might just suck because they're fucking terrible, right? There's 5 people that that's a chance of being, right? Whereas in your team, we're now thinking that it's only 4 because we believe that you are excellent. You are the best player here in the lobby. That's what we're gonna assume, right? So what this means is that you're not gonna be the one feeding. If you're doing well every game, like people are stating, or like you might be stating, then you are not a problem, and that means that it's 4 left on your team to be the problem. So total 4 randoms on your team and 5 randoms on the opponent team. So that means there is a higher probability that the enemy will get a troll/feeder, right? So even though you might get it 10 games in a row and you might be on like this giant losing spree, you should know that in the end it will catch up. And so you might have like a 3 winning streak there, a 4 winning streak here, and so forth. And eventually you will get over that 50%. As long as you perform well, you will get over a 50% win rate if you play for long enough time. Because I mean, everyone has had that once, a losing spree where they're just losing game on game on game. And then it's important, actually, just like a general tip outside of this topic. Do watch the replays if you have League of Legends recorder or not. If you do not, do note during matches, after the matches, just note some of the major mistakes that you did, some minor, and then you actually just work on fixing that, because that will help you. You will never play a perfect game, right? Okay, so back to the topic. So you might have 1 trillion losses in a row, and you might just be terrible. Fuck this game. Man, I can't play this anymore. But know that if you just keep playing and you are not the cause of the loss, if you are not the reason you're losing all of those games, then you eventually will catch up and you will start winning more games. So that's the first thing. That's one example that really proves that Elohell does not exist, but it's not like a direct proof. So now let's go and take a look at sort of like what does the pro guys do, and the more experienced players. Say, first I'm going to be explaining now using a friend of mine. His account got played on by a friend of his, which was visiting him, that is Platinum, right? He did 10 games, and he played Jungle Yi every game. My friend was in bronze when this happened, and he won all the 10 games in a row as Jungle Yi. So just spend a moment to take that in. Let's just think about what did I just say here? Well, I just told you that he won 10 games in a row as Jungle Yi, but wouldn't his team, like my friend was in bronze, so wouldn't his team be the problem, make him lose? Answer is no, of course, because his skill level was platinum, right? The platinum guy could therefore win without that much problems. He knew how to win. That is what it all comes down to. The skill level. That is what gave him the possibility to win. And then think about all the pro players, right? There is a lot of players, right? Every server has challenger, 50 man, right? And all of them have Smurfs again. And none of those accounts have been in Elohell and got stuck there. That's because the skill is what's going to get you out. So if you have enough skill, you will eventually get out. That's what I think. Like, even though you might feel like you are above the place you are in the league system. Like, I started in bronze 4, right? Even though I felt like I didn't belong there, I won a lot of games, and that's why. Yeah, of course. I felt that my skill level was higher, but as long as I was there, I had the mentality of, okay, I'm a bronze 4. Okay, so I'm just gonna prove to you guys and to my friends that I'm actually better than that by actually getting out of there, right? Like, as long as you actually are in that league or division, you deserve it. Fuck you. Like, for reals. Like, you can't say to anyone that you deserve anything higher unless you fucking go and prove it. And that is the thing. Always fucking go and prove that you deserve that higher league. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying. That's the only reason. The only fucking reason I ever wanted to get promotion is because I want to prove to my friends that I don't fucking suck at this game, right? And that is the mentality you should have too, to some extent. Okay, maybe not as much as I do, but still, that is not. Yeah. Of course, and now of course I play for fun, but majorly, I want to fucking prove to them that I just fucking suck. Okay. So, I hope that this video made a lot of sense, or at least some sense, because I may have rambled a bit too much, as this has been almost 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't think there is anything more I would like to add. I would just like to say that fuck you, and yeah, have a good one. I hope you learned something.